Hi everybody, Lark here, and I just wanted to share something with you that probably can help you out in the things that you're doing in life. It's something that I have been experiencing over the past month, and it has only accelerated and exacerbated, and so I have decided I need to do something about it. So, as many of you know, I have some goals, some really strong goals to help others understand their value and to help bring about this discussion about mental wellness and things we can do to prevent suicide, and just creating a space where people can talk about, how they're feeling and get support from other people. So I personally feel like this is a mission from God, and you would think that having this really strong desire to help other people and to make a difference in the world, that the way would just be smooth sailing, no problems, everything's going to click and it's going to go awesome. Well, that's not the way it's been. So while I have definitely gotten some guidance and some support and help from many people and inspiration along the way, there have also been some serious challenges. And as many of you might know, I run a small trucking company, and about a month ago, I had two of my trucks have issues. Basically, they broke down. So operating, without the trucks, trying to get some rentals and figuring all that out. So that was just a diversion of my time. And then shortly thereafter, I had some personnel problems with some of the people in my company, and I had to take some time and resources to sort out that situation that was creating problems with the client and with the other workers. And so spending some of my time trying to salvage that whole situation. So great, right? Well, a week ago, then I was exercising and I threw out my back to the point where I literally could barely move. And I was pretty much out of commission all last week, which, if you know me, that is really, really hard for me. I didn't exercise except the one time on Monday when I threw out my back, unheard of, right? And yet I felt like I needed to do some self-care, and I did as much as I could, but I had to block out, several hours and go to the doctor and chiropractor and figure things out. And this was time that I had specifically set aside to write in my book and to do the things that I needed to do to move forward and with my great goal and mission that I feel like God has directed me to do. And all of these blocks or sabotage things that would come up, completely beyond my control. And that's when I realized that universe or something out there, I don't think it was God per se, but something out there is going to test my resolve and say, oh, you think you have a mission? You think that what you're doing is important? Well, we'll see. We'll see if you stick with it. And so I have decided that maybe I don't have 3 hours in a day to block and set aside to write my book, but I am going to set aside at least 10 minutes a day. No matter what happens, nothing matters. I will at least do 10 minutes a day. Now, hopefully I can do longer than that, but that's the minimum goal. And I have decided that I will just do that, and I will show up and I will say, yes, I am going to follow through with my commitment, and I'm going to give the 100% that I have to give for that time being. So maybe you're feeling that way with your life mission, with your goals that you're doing, and you are finding one block after another, or things come up that aren't allowing you to move through it. And maybe you're saying, well, I guess God doesn't want me to do that, or that's not for me. Well, I would encourage you to reevaluate that statement and say, hey, if it's important, if I feel called to do this and it makes a difference in the world, then yes, I'm going to stick with it no matter what. And a lot of times it's just learning some skills or making a decision that this is not going to stop me, and to move forward whenever you find that it's important to do that. And so that's something I've done. I've continued to show up no matter what. And then the other thing is to have a happy attitude. Seriously, with all this stuff going on in my company, I just have to put a smile on my face, because what else can I do? And finally, my back is feeling better, and I am so grateful for my health, because literally I never get sick. I haven't had the flu or the winter cold at least 2 years. I hardly have any physical elements. And now suddenly, with my life purpose, it's showing up and it's manifesting. And I think that that's another sign that it is my mission, that it does make a difference in the world. And that's very impactful, because now suddenly, I have a higher purpose, and things are going to come up to say, well, we'll see. So I encourage you to move forward with it. If you are finding blocks or sabotage in your life, are you doing it yourself? What can you do to have a happy attitude and move forward? And also, what can you do to show up? Maybe it's not 3 hours, but it's just 10 minutes. Show up, stick with it. You have a purpose, and you're here, and you have a message that's important to share with other people. And that is what I want you to know. So have a great day and move forward.